position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Let's it fly. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. To throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. They grab the early lead. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. He'll take it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little
and it's caught! Touchdown, Miami! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's Let's get right to the pictures. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he...
There he goes! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The quick out. Wide open spaces. Oh, the ball squirts out. Bounced right back to them.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. making checks. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Going up top. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Cage. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Snap to the back. Rushes on him. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you fail. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he got just enough of that one. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're testing the right side here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's hooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's caught. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
But coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is,
got some room to run. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Using his legs to buy some time. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Carr. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. They'll go up top on second and short. Here comes the heat. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders